It's always sad to watch your favorite character shuffle off this mortal coil, but it's even worse for the actors involved, who often have to film these emotionally difficult scenes over and over again. It's no wonder then that actors often try to lighten the mood by goofing off right as their character is kicking the bucket. Here's a look at some unexpected bloopers during death scenes. Inglourious Basterds. Sally Menke was an Academy Award-nominated film editor who worked on nearly all of Quentin Tarantino's films until she passed away in 2010. While working with Menke, actors and crew members on Tarantino's films would leave friendly messages for her while shooting, which she'd discover months later in the editing bay. Like this bit from Inglourious Basterds actor Till Schweiger.
Sally, I am not dead. I just pretended. Now I'm gonna go after him and I'm gonna kick his nuts, okay?
Dracula, dead and loving it. Mel Brooks virtually created the movie parody genre, making full-length parodies of entire film genres like Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, and Dracula Dead and Loving It. In one scene, a pair of vampire hunters played by Brooks and Steven Weber needed to stake a vampire named Lucy. Weber barely held it together as the scene plays out a little more vigorously than he expected.
Oh my God!
The Avengers. All true fanboys and fangirls shed a tear at the shocking loss of S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Phil Coulson in Marvel's blockbuster The Avengers. But nobody took it quite as hard as Kobe Smulders, whose agent Maria Hill simply expressed what every one of us was feeling in that dreadful moment.
Coulson, no! Oh, God! You are the greatest man I ever knew!
And she didn't stop there.
You will be avenged! You will be avenged! I will get the Avengers, and you will be avenged, Coulson!
Jaws. As grizzled old Quint in Jaws, Robert Shaw got to have a spectacular, gruesome, and memorable farewell. The cast and crew probably had no idea the scene would go down in the annals of movie history, because to Shaw, it was downright hilarious, thanks to just a little too much fake blood. Calling Mel Brooks. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Making movies is tough work, with shooting days regularly lasting more than 14 hours as crews prepare sets, lighting, props, and practical effects rigs. That means a lot of tired actors, as Michael Rooker proved in this scene from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Since he was playing the deceased Yondu, all he had to do was lie there while his co-stars delivered a heartfelt eulogy over his body. But it turned out to be just a little too comfortable.
Sometimes it's right there by your side all along and you don't even know it.
Even Drax couldn't wake him. Merlin. Owen Mackin portrayed Sir Gawain on the long-running British series Merlin, right up until the character was laid low by treachery. The once mighty Gawain expired in the arms of his friend Percival, played by Tom Hopper, while sadly lamenting his failure to stop the bad guys. Or at least, it should have been sad. But Hopper apparently took it a little differently. The Interview. In Seth Rogen and James Franco's controversial 2014 comedy The Interview, the duo played an American talk show producer and host sent to North Korea on a mission to assassinate the nation's leader, Kim Jong-un. Along the way, Rogen's character got into a fight to the finish with a North Korean agent. But as this blooper shows, the two actors weren't exactly treating it like a moment where life hangs in the balance.
Slow push!
Game of Thrones. When Jon Snow was assassinated on Game of Thrones by his own men at the end of Season 5, it was one of the most shocking moments ever on the HBO fantasy series. So, would the Red Witch be able to bring him back to life during Season 6? Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.